that poor taxi car. Bourne Supremacy, released in 2004 and is directed by Paul Greengrass, who's also directed such films like Bloody Sunday, United 93, The Bourne Ultimatum, Green Zone, and Captain Phillips. And this film is starring Matt Damon, Franca Potente, Brian Cox, Julia Stiles, Gabriel Mann, a little baby Carl Urban, and Joan Allen. Jason Bourne and Marie have successfully hidden themselves in India. However, a rogue CIA agent is paid to hunt them down, and in a brief little chase, he ends up killing Marie, and Jason Bourne goes back on the hunt, searching down whoever killed her, and the people who hired him because he made the threat in the first film that whoever came after him would regret it. But what he doesn't know is that he's being set up for a murder that happened on the other side of the world, and CIA director Pamela Langley is hunting him down. This film is actually special for me because this was my first introduction to Jason Bourne. One of my friends invited me to go to the movies when this film came out in theaters, and I told him I hadn't seen the first one, but, going along, I just, like little action films like this, spy thrillers. So yeah, why not? I'll tag along here. He's an agent, and he loses his memory, and he's a badass. That's basically what he said. And with this being my introduction to this character, I thought this guy was totally badass, especially when we get this amazing car chase scene at the very end. Jason Bourne and Carl Urban going one-on-one with each other. I know he's not called Carl Urban in the movie, but they never tell us his name. He's just nameless, evil CIA dude because he's all dressed in black because he's the bad guy, so he's evil. But their chase with him in the Hummer, we got the cops following them, and then Jason Bourne in this taxi cab. It's one of the best car chases, I think, in the history of movies. And it's the reason why whenever I played Grand Theft Auto, God, this was years ago. This would have been like Grand Theft Auto 2. Whenever I needed a getaway vehicle, I always went for the taxi because the taxi is the most durable thing on this planet. Now, growing up, I did have a fondness for this film and all the action scenes. This character who's just totally badass. He's able to take mundane objects around the house and is able to make them into a weapon and kick your ass. He overthrows a dude with a magazine. Like, come on. But as I watch it today, many years after, I realized that there's a very big blandness to this movie. I'm not sure what we're trying to do here or what the whole purpose of this mission and this story that Jason Bourne is going on is worth. He has these flashbacks, these memories of a rogue mission that he had in Berlin back even before Treadstone was even a thing. And these flashes come in every once in a while, and it leads to a point where he's reconciling the murder that he committed, actually the murder-suicide that he staged for these two people and left this little girl as an orphan, and now she's an adult, and so he hunts her down and just apologizes. So it's a very cathartic movie for this character. For the audience, though, I'm not sure what the purpose was of us watching that. So he hunts her down and apologizes, but then goes on and continues to be this rogue secret agent dude who is totally badass. I don't feel like this character has changed at all. And that's the whole reason to tell a story. That's the whole reason to watch a movie. It's because you want to see a character go through a type of change. And I don't feel that this character of Jason Bourne goes through any change in this movie. It's just another side mission for him to do. I guess the only change in his life is that his partner, who he kind of just dragged along with him once he lost his memory in the first one, now that partner is gone. She is dead, and now he is all alone. But I don't feel that there's any change in this guy's psyche or in his passion or his drive for just living at all. The only big changes I'm noticing here is whoever is running the CIA. Treadstone, I guess, is no more, but we still have Brian Cox coming back in. He's about to retire, but then here comes Pamela Langley, who's questioning him on something, and he's like, God damn it, I was a year away from retirement, and now this Treadstone shit is coming back to bite me in the ass again. I just want to retire. But Joan Allen, I think, is great. She has a great authoritative presence about her. Brian Cox is just Brian Cox. He's great in everything. Julia Stiles is here for one little action set piece because Bourne is trying to get information, and because she was in the first one, he thinks that she would have the information, but She really doesn't know anything. She doesn't really do anything in these movies from my recollection. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, isn't she like the former girlfriend of Jason Bourne before he goes into the Treadstone program? That's why she's here. Okay, see, I totally forgot. That's how vanilla and just surface level this character is in the first two iterations. And hell, even in the third one, because I totally forgot about it until I just started talking about it. I'm gonna stop talking about it now. The Bourne Supremacy is a fine action film. It has some of the best action set pieces. The car chase at the end is one of the best car chases I've ever seen. A young, adorable little Carl Urban with no little facial hair, just age spots on him. He's just so clean. He's so clean shaven. He's so adorable. I'm used to him now in The Boys, where he's just this gritty, grizzled old veteran. But back in the day, he was this little baby going around and shooting people. It's a fun spy thriller where Jason Bourne is doing a whole bunch of spy and espionage type things. But in the grand scheme of a story, there's not really a message here. We're not really advancing towards everything. This is just a chapter in the life of Jason Bourne. And if you're okay with not having a message, if you just want to see a character go from point A to point B in terms of locations, then this is the movie for you. I'm going to give The Bourne Supremacy 3 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
So guys, if you've seen The Bourne Supremacy, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you all the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.